No, I can't. Hey guys, thanks for joining in. We're gonna cover something here in just a minute with you guys. I'm glad we're not the only ones still awake at 11:30 at night. Hey Kelly. You can always watch it tomorrow, Lori.
Okay, I'm leaving. Hey, Miss Sarah, I miss you.
Oh yeah. All right. I'm gonna talk. I'll talk for a second.
I'll see you later.
All right. I see you downstairs, baby.
Bye, guys. Good night.
She's going downstairs. You get me for just a minute. All right. So I only want about 5 minutes of time. Thank you for those of you that are still awake late night, uh, joining in. But some things have happened that I think need to be addressed and need to be addressed now. And obviously, people will watch this multiple times, and which is good. But when we began this campaign on December 7th, we started it and we've maintained professionalism the entire time. My wife and I have worked very hard that anybody that joins our team and helps us, they are to remain professional at all times. And it's tough. It's really tough because a lot of things have happened that are not professional in the last several months. And I don't know. It's been really tough on our family, and we've watched the community divide. We haven't watched the community get together because what we want to do is we want to bring everybody together. But for some reason, this local sheriff's office race is causing so much fighting between us, between our community, and most of it's between the same party. And this is just unacceptable. The the establishment politics they're horrible in our community, and they got to stop. This is 2018. Those ways of thinking need to go away. You don't pick a candidate before the primary. The citizens of our county pick their candidate, and then we move forward from there. The party doesn't pick a candidate. I don't understand how things like this take place, but in our community, that's happening. If you go to any of these talk groups in our community, there's just fighting back and forth and back and forth, and we're destroying our community. And most of these people that are throwing information out about any candidate have never met that candidate. You've never taken the time to sit down and shake their hand or meet their family, meet their kids. And this is very troublesome, extremely to us. And we've watched this go on, and we've watched this happen to us a lot of times. And we've offered for people to sit down and talk with us. And a few people have accepted. And usually after they get to know us, they realize that everything they were told isn't true. And again, the reason I'm making this video so late at night is I've had some sleepless nights lately because I'm looking on these talk groups and I'm listening to the community talk, and Last night we went to a small forum in St. Helena, which was a fantastic community, and the back and forth and the bickering is just, it's got to stop. We're the same party. On the weekends, I deliver pizza in Hampstead. I do that for fun. I like to talk to the community. I like dealing with people. And it's just something I do a few hours a night here and there on the weekends to help out when I have a little extra time. And I get to meet people throughout a whole community. And for some reason, somebody called tonight and said, if Joe Cina is working, I do not want to order from there. I do not want him delivering to my house. Have we gotten to that point? Have we gotten to the point now where if a candidate is working and they're offering you a service, you don't want that service? And this troubles me because we have never badmouthed any other candidate since the beginning. We have never been unprofessional since the beginning. Every time that we are attacked, we give professional, courteous responses at all times. We always ask, sit down, talk with us, ask your questions, let's meet up, I will come to you, you can come to me, and those things never happen. But to call a place that I work at and say you don't want to order from there if I'm working, I mean, man, I hate to give my age, but everybody remembers what cooties are. Do I have cooties? Because I've decided I want to do something better for my community, that makes me a bad person? Because I want to take all of my experience and knowledge and passion and put it back into our community to help us move forward, that makes me a bad person? That place of business does so much for our community on the east side. The manager there has worked very hard to do very proactive things to build bridges and get people together and help people that need help. And someone calls up there and says, I don't want to order if he's working. And that bothers me. All of the candidates, we're responsible for our campaigns. We're responsible for the people supporting us. Whether you like it or not, you are. And I try very hard to monitor people and tell people, stay professional. If at any point somebody does something not professional, correct them or ignore them. But stay professional. Stay focused on the issues at hand in our community, because that's what's most important here. I don't care about past. I don't care about what people are doing. I care about where are we going to take our community and how are we going to get our community together. But again, all of you, tuning in right now, you're going to watch this video later, you know what I'm talking about. You read the same things. You can get a bag of popcorn, sit down and look at your computer screen and be entertained for hours watching people go back and forth, throwing out stuff on a candidate, who's better and who's this and this. And I guarantee you they've never met the person. They've never sat down with them, or they just learned about them in the past couple of days. That's establishment politics. It's got to stop. Stop fighting with each other, everybody. We have to step up as a community and take care of each other and move forward. So what I'm asking you is, I'm asking all of you to join me. Join me and my wife. We want to move forward. We want to get away from the good old boy system. We want to get away from the establishment politics. We want to open doors and do everything as a community. This fighting within has got to stop. We have differences. We are different. But every one of us bleeds red. Every one of us is a skeleton underneath. We're all here for the same purpose. We want to feel safe. We want our families to feel safe. We want our children safe. So let's stop fighting with each other and let's talk about it. Let's work together. Stop going back and forth with each other. Stop trying to down a man that you've never met. And I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about all the candidates. Stop fighting, Pender County. Please stop. Let's work together. If you have ideas, share your ideas. If you want to support a candidate, that's fine. Support your candidate, but do it in a professional manner. Stop destroying our community. I had a gentleman today who stays in Greensboro, saw the signs on my car and was talking to me and says, man, we're watching this. You guys got 7 candidates, and man, this is comical. It's hysterical. This is like watching the presidential election again. That's not a good thing, Pender County. That's not a good thing. We should not be the entertainment of the state. We should be setting examples. We should be showing how professional we are. Our party should be stepping forward and setting an example that these are our candidates and these are their qualifications and this is what they bring to the table and this is the direction we want to go as a party. But instead, we're doing other stuff that shouldn't happen. No one has stepped forward at this point, and it's very sad and disheartening, and you just don't know what to say because you're waiting for someone to step up and say, hey guys, stop, behave. Tell your supporters to behave. Tell your campaigns to behave. But that's not happening. So again, what I'm asking from each of you is to just talk to people. Tell them to stop. Tell them to be professional. Tell them that we've got these problems in our community and we need to move forward. We have to stop fighting with each other. And again, my wife and I ask you to join our team because this is what we want. We want everybody to get along. We are not perfect. I know I'm not perfect. My wife knows she's not perfect. We are not perfect as a county. No one is. But we want to try to get there. And it's going to take each of you on this screen, each of you watching this video in the next couple of days, to do your part. We all have to do our part. We have to come together if we're going to solve our problems. And that's everything from our opioid problem, to our school safety problem, to our animal welfare problem, to our elderly abuse that we have taking place every single day, all the thefts in our community. There's so much going on. Just the simple traffic problems we have in our community. We got to work together, everybody. We have to. So please, I'm asking you guys, support me, support my wife. We stand for unity. We stand for being together and being strong. Stand up to this nonsense. Don't call a man's work and tell them you're not going to order from there because you don't agree with them. How childish is that? You can't do it. When you get the job as sheriff, you can't say, I'm not going to serve you. I'm not going to protect you because of this. So what happens on May 8th? On May 8th, at the end of the night, when the election is done and your candidate doesn't win, what are you going to do? You can't throw the ball. You can't throw the towel in. You can't just say, well, I give up now. Time continues. The one thing guaranteed in life is time continues. So on May 8th, when you're done beating up every other candidate and you're done making enemies with all these people in your community and your candidate doesn't win, where does that put you? Where does that put me? Where does that put everybody? We've got to get together. We have to get on the same page. We have to start working together. And we have to start now, right now. Join my Facebook page. Join my webpage. Join the Cina team. We want to work together with each and every one of you. I want to work with your neighbors. I want to work with the people that live across the street. I want to work with the people that you work with, your friends. I want to work with my neighbors on the next door level at our counties beside us. We have to work together. It doesn't matter if you're Republican, if you're Democrat, if you're independent, if you're white, black, Latino. We got problems, and we have to work together to solve those problems. And that's what Team Cina stands for. Team Cina stands for unity. It stands for together we are strong. Again, I'm asking you, Joe Cina, and my wife and my 3 children, we're asking for your support. We're asking you immediately tell people to stop fighting within the party. We are destroying ourselves. We are destroying our community. It has to stop. It's late, guys. It's 11:40 at night, and I'm going to have another night probably of no sleep because I'm bothered at how we are tearing our community apart on a simple local sheriff's office race. It has to stop, ladies and gentlemen. Please stop fighting each other. Get along. Put your differences aside. It's bigger than each of the 7 of us. It's about our community. It's about our children and what we're going to do for them. Stop fighting. Join Team Cina. This is what we stand for. Nothing else. Professionalism, transparency, moving forward, and doing great things in our community as a team. Nothing more, nothing less. God bless every one of you. I hope you have a wonderful night.